This is a very good initiative which is being taken by the MPKV Rahori for you guys. And as you know, competition is not easy these days. Everywhere.
Hello, sir.
Hello, hello. Sorry for the brief, pause. Let me share my slide. Hello.
Yes, sir.
My slides are visible or not?
Yes, sir. Slide is visual and audible user.
Okay. Let me make it full slide mode. Now it's okay.
Yes.
So, a very warm welcome to this session. We will start on frontline extension programs of Indian Council of Agriculture Research. So, since all of you are already you have done your BSc and MSc programs, so you must be aware of this organization, Indian Council of Agriculture Research, and it's an independent organization. People say it comes under Ministry of Agriculture and all, but let me tell you, it is a govern. You can say it is a registered society. Indian Council of Agriculture is a registered society under the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. So it takes in own decision. Only the administrative control is from Ministry of Agriculture. So we will start from the very much beginning. What type of educations are there in our system? There is formal type of education, there is informal type of education, and there is non-formal type of education. You must have read in some extension books. So this definition was given by Kum and Ahmad, 1974. So formal is highly structured, institutionalized, and it is chronologically graded system. So what we do 10th, we do 12th, then we go for graduation, post-graduation, then PhD. So this kind of education is called formal education. There is one informal education also, which is a lifelong process where every person undergoes through this and he accumulates knowledge, skill, attitude from his experiences. So informal education means there is no such kind of formality of degree and all. And last one is non-formal education. So in case of non-formal education, there is organized systematic educational activity which can be outside of the framework of the formal system of education, and it is done to provide learning to a particular group of people. So, for example, agriculture extension or dairy extension is a type of non-formal education. And these are the roles of agricultural extension. The transfer of agriculture technology is the paramount role. Then increasing the farm productivity, increasing the yield level of whether it is crops or you can say productivity of animals. So this is the role of agriculture extension. Then linking producers to the market. So you may be aware that earlier the major role was technology transfer, but now the role has expanded for agriculture extension professionals, and linking all the producers to market is, that is, post production system. In post production also they have to play a very important role. They have to link the farmers to the market. Then feedback from farmers to researchers. So these extension professionals or extension workers, they act as a linkage between the research system and the farming system. So they give feedback from farmers to researchers, and maybe researchers can work on the problem solving mode. What are the problems on farmers field, and they can they can solve their problems by doing some research on it. Then there is one more role, is generation of on-farm and off-farm employment opportunities. How it is done, there are several kind of training and other activities. Hand holding is there, then skill building activities are there. Through these activities, the employment opportunity can be created by the extension professionals. Then organizing producers into SHG, FIG, FPO cooperative. You must know the terminologies, since it is a competition kind of thing, and in any examination, you must be clear about what it is going on. So what is SHG here? It is self-help groups. What is FIG here? It is farmers interest group. What is FPOs are there? Here FPO is farmers producers organizations. Then there is cooperative sector. So organization of farmers into group. It is also one of the important role of agricultural extension. Then the facilitation in technology adoption is another important role, that farmers are not easily agreed to adopt any technology. They have to, you have to facilitate them. You have to tell them that what are the advantages of technology. Then you have to show them in the actual field that how it is beneficial, and then there is timely advisory services to farming community. So these are some major roles of agricultural extension in the country. And when we talk about a system, so in case of this, extension is a service or a system which assists farm people through educational procedures in improving farming methods and techniques, increasing production efficiency and income, bettering their levels of living, and lifting the social and educational standards of rural life. So you can say it is a larger kind of goal. This definition envisages large kind of goal, that after all we have to increase the standard of living of farmers, and this is the ultimate role of extension system. It can be done by different activities, like you have to increase the production efficiency, you have to increase their knowledge level, increase their skill, income has to be increased, and then ultimately their socio-economic status and better living standards, educational standards of rural life has to be improved. There are 4 paradigms, and these paradigms, you can say, top-down approach, that is technology transfer paradigm, and then advisory work. Here I have given examples. These in examinations, there is no direct questions, so you must have understanding of the topic, and then only you can answer the question. So this is about 4 paradigms. Advisory work means, I have given examples. Suppose KCC is there, ACADC is there, consultancy is there. Then human resource development kind of paradigm, where farmers training and capacity building is done, skill development is done, and then facilitation for empowerment. That is participatory technology development is there, farmers field school is there. So this kind of role is being played by extension professionals. These are the historical milestones I see here, and here you can see the questions are directly asked like this: that when the IRI Pusa Samastipur was established, under which viceroyship it was established. So you can see here, I will share these notes with all of you. IRA Pusa Samastipur was established under the Lord Curzon's viceroyship in 1905, and this was the major development, agriculture development, in terms of institutionalization of the education. Because of major earthquake in 1934 in Bihar, the same IRA is shifted to New Delhi in 1936. So at that time, it was called Imperial Agriculture Research Institute, and it was shifted to New Delhi, where myself also, along with Dr. Manohar, we have studied there. So some of you can go there and see how the thing. It is the premier institute of agriculture in our country. And then a total of 6 agriculture colleges were also established. Kanpur in Uttar Pradesh, it was established in 1906. Nagpur, Maharashtra was also one of them. So, now the College of Agriculture Nagpur is very old. It is one of the first of agriculture colleges in the country. Then Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu, again in 1906. Layalpur, now it is in Pakistan, and it was established in 1906. Pune, Maharashtra, and Bhagalpur, Sabor. So these were the 6 agriculture colleges which were established at the time after the establishment of IARA in Pusa Samastipur. On the recommendation of Royal Commission on Agriculture, 1928, Imperial Council of Agriculture Research was established on 16 July 1929 under the Society Registration Act. So I was telling you, it is a society. It is a registered society under the Society Registration Act 1860. So ICR was established in 1929. And this can be directly asked. Even date you have to remember, 16th July 1929. The Dr. S. Radhakrishnan Commission and 2 joints Indo-American study team headed by Dr. Pierre Damale and Dr. N.S. Randhawa, they recommended the establishment of agriculture universities on the land grant pattern of US. I have written grant, it is land grant pattern of US. So again, this is also many times it has been asked in the examination, different type of competitive examination, that on which act. So land grant pattern of US agriculture universities were established in our country, and the first agriculture university was set up in Pantnagar in 1960, which is in Uttarakhand now, and it has started the, now we have a large number of agriculture universities in our country. Nearly 73, 24 universities are there. We'll see later on. About extension, evaluation of National Agriculture Extension System. How extension system has evolved. Here you can see that after the SER establishment, the ICAR, Indian Council of Agriculture Research, which was earlier Imperial Council, it has renamed it as Indian Council in after independence. So it has established a section of extension education at its headquarters in 1971, which was later on strengthened and renamed as Division of Agriculture Extension. So you can say Division of Agriculture Extension in the Government of India. It was established in 1971. And agriculture extension in ICAR started with the formulation and implementation of several frontline extension programs. Here, the topic is also like, what are the frontline extension programs? So let me clear first what is frontline and what is normal extension programs. When there is a word frontline involved, it means institution is involved, research institutes are involved, KVKs are involved, then it is called frontline extension program. There are several extension programs which are not frontline. Suppose state government, they have several para extension workers who go to the field and who provide subsidy to the farmers, who provide seed distribution to the farmers, but they will not be called frontline extension programs. Why? Because researchers are not involved. So when the research system is involved, when it is done under the supervision of some agriculture scientists, then it is called frontline extension programs. And ICR has started. ICR has started frontline extension programs. Later on, National Policy for Farmers, it was started in 2007. National Policy for Farmers, headed by Dr. M.S. Swaminathan committee. They have prepared this policy. And again, for extension, especially for agriculture extension, there was a policy framework. You must read these kind of documents. Policy framework on agricultural extension 2010. When I was preparing for ARS NET examination, I have read this policy framework document. Good number of pages are there. Some 60 pages are there. So all kind of new things you will find there. How it has evolved and what is the focus now. Then there is National Mission on Agriculture Extension and Technology, which was started in 2014. So you must remember when these kind of schemes and programs were started and what are its major thrust. So what was the focus of the program? So in the competition, this kind of things are asked that, okay, when this program was started, who are the major beneficiary, for whom it was recommended, and how much benefit is given to a special category like SC, ST and women farmers. So very small details they can be asked in the examination, and especially for NET examination, questions are there. So you must remember this kind of things. So here is a brief summary. In fact, it is a list of programs related to extension, and here you can see that right at the beginning, 1952, community development project was there, and then National Extension Service Program was there in 1960. Intensive Agriculture District Program and Intensive Agriculture Area Program. So shortly, it is called IADP, IAAP. So you must remember this also. During Intensive Agriculture District Program, what was happening? Intensive Agriculture Area Program, what was the focus? Then National Demonstration Project, 1964-65 was started. Again, this was a big milestone. And this National Demonstration Project was one of the most, precursor for the Green Revolution in our country. Because at that time, particular areas were selected, and in those areas, all kind of farmers were selected, progressive farmers were selected, and all kind of inputs were given to them. Seed was given for demonstration, and fertilizers were given, pesticides were given, and all our technical persons were involved with the farmers in their ground level. And then in Punjab and Haryana, especially, the productivity of wheat and rice increased many folds during that time. And all of you know that it is called revolution. High yielding variety program, again 1966, high yielding variety program. Only those varieties were given to farmers which are very high yielding in nature, not normal varieties which are on daily basis farmers are growing on a local level. No, the varieties were imported from different countries. Mexico wheat, Mexican wheat was there. Then from US also some germplasm came. So then there is ORP, Operational Research Project, 1972. Then Krishi Vigyan came. Again, this is very important. We will discuss later on how KVK is doing in our country and what is the numbers. Then training and village system was started in 1974-75. The lab to land program, 1979. Here is NATP, APMA, EAR, IVLP. So you must know the terminology that it is National Agriculture Technology Project. NATP, National Agriculture Technology Project, started in 1998. Under NATP, this extension was institutionalized in our country, and Agriculture Technology Management Agency was created at district level, and from district level till panchayat level, it has been institutionalized. We will see later on how ATMA is working. So then EAR, Technology Assessment and Refinement, and then IVLP, Institution Village Linkage Program. So ICR institutes were linked to particular village, adopted to those villages. So these kind of terminology will be asked and what are the brief, what is the brief about it, it can be asked in the examination. Then ethics were started in 2000. Agriculture Technology Information Centers and nearly all the universities. There is one ethics center which is acting as a single window delivery system for farm information, advisory, and even inputs and book literatures are stored there. So ethics was started in 2000, and then a National Agriculture Innovation Project, it is called NAIP. NAIP was started in 2007, and National Agricultural Policy came into effect in 2000. National Policy for Farmers came into effect in 2007. I earlier told you, and policy framework and this national mission. So these are, you can say, milestones in the history of agriculture extension in our country. You must remember these programs and when it happened and what was its major focus. So this is there. We will briefly see the important extension programs. National Demonstration Program. So these are the frontline extension programs. Started by ICR New Delhi. So NDP was started in 1966 based on the concept of increasing the productivity per unit area and time by use of proven agricultural technology. So its basic purpose was to show the genetic production potential of new technology of major crops like rice and wheat, and to encourage the farmers to adopt and popularize the technologies and to provide first-hand knowledge to them and minimize the time lag between research generated and its application. So this program was very successful. And then ORP, what was it? ORP was started during 1925 to identify technological as well as socio-economic constraints and to formulate and implement the problem-solving technology modules, operational research projects, okay, on area basis, watershed basis, target group basis, in different operational area with selected farmers. So, not for whole country, it is area specific. So in some area it was operational and on a watershed basis or some target group basis. Suppose target group means what? Target group means we have to focus on tribal farmers, or we have to focus on SC/ST farmers, or we have to focus on women farmers. So there are some target groups are there. So accordingly, this program was started. This ORP demonstrated latest agriculture technology on the farmers field to influence the farmers as well as the state extension agency. In this ORP was from ICAR. Then comes Trainers Training Center, TTC. TTCs were established in 1976 in 10 specialized subjects, mainly in ICR institutes for in-service training of the teachers or trainers of the KVK and such other non-degree level institutes. However, these TTCs were closed later on in 1996. These TTCs were closed. Lab to Land program. A Lab to Land program was launched by ICAR in 1979 as a part of its Golden Jubilee celebration. Again, this Golden Jubilee celebration is important. In examination, they will simply ask, which was the program started in Golden Jubilee celebration? So, you can say Lab to Land program, since ICR was established in 1929. So, from 1929 to 1979, 50 years completed, and at that time, this Lab to Land program was started. Objective of the program was to improve the economic condition of small and marginal farmers and landless agriculture laborers. So, see, here the focus is on small and marginal farmers and agricultural laborers, particularly SC/ST, by transfer of improved technology developed by the education universities or research institutes. And this program was initiated with 50,000 farm families over the whole country. So they have selected the 50,000 families. They started this program. Then, with effect from April 1992, all first line transfer of technology projects of ICAR For example, national demonstration, ORP, and lab to learn program. They were integrated with KVKs. So again, you have to remember the date. Since after April 1992, these three programs were merged into KVK. They are no more running. As part of technology mission oilseed and pulses, the council started frontline demonstration in 1991. This frontline demonstration, again very important, FLD, it is simply called FLDs, and these FLDs are given on farmers field with the help of researchers. And what is its main theme? Seeing is believing. You must have read somewhere that one of the extension principle is seeing is believing. So in case of FLD, what is done? Suppose there is a new variety which is proven for particular area that it is good for that area. For dryland area, a particular variety of suppose rice is very good. In fact, I can tell you the real example. We are currently organizing frontline demonstration of soil shea variety of rice in our area, in Gaya district or in Bihar, different districts of Bihar. And it is for dryland area where the water is less and rain-fed kind of condition is there. So in those areas it can be grown. So what happens in frontline that a particular proven technology we give to the farmers and we regularly monitor it from the planting of the seed till harvesting of the seed. We regularly monitor it. After 10 days, 15 days, people go and see the crop. And finally, field day is organized. Field day is organized as a part of completion of frontline demonstration. And in field day, farmers of that area, maximum farmers of that area, 100 farmers will come to that field where FLD is organized, and people see the difference because there is a control also which is done by farmers own practice, and then there is a frontline demonstration plot which is done by the our under the supervision of scientists. So clear cut difference can be seen there, and we show them that look how the health is there, how the crop vigor is there, or how the fruiting has been done, or this kind of differences we can show them there, and that is called seeing is believing. So you must remember this concept of FLD because it can be asked in examination. Ethic, I earlier told you that it is acting as a single window delivery system for services and products of research for the areas in which the concerned institute is involved. So services and products of the particular institute is sold there. At present, there are 47 agriculture technology information established in ISA institutes and SAUs. So there. Somebody has unmuted. We will talk about IRDP now. IRDP is also a very important program of ICAR. It is called Integrated Rural Development Program. It was started in 1976. It was started in 20 selected districts with the intention to end the multiplicity of programs of development to multiple agencies. So there was duplicacy of the program. There were still 4 projects running, programs were running. So different programs were merged in IRDP in 1926, and then it was started in 20 districts. So you have to remember this kind of thing that 1976 started, 20 districts were selected, and from 2nd October 1980, it was extended to all the blocks of the country under the revised 20-point program. Earlier with 20 selected districts. In 1980, increased to all districts. And then in each block, 600 families were covered, 400 families through agriculture and related, 100 through rural industries, and 100 through rural service and business enterprise. Out of 600, 400, 100. This thing you have to remember. Then this is centrally sponsored scheme funded on 50-50 basis by central government and state government. Again, this must be remembered that it is a 50% funding was done by central government, 50% funding was done by the state government. And the target group for this program was small and marginal farmers, tenants and sharecroppers, landless laborers, and rural artisans. Swati Jagtale, please mute yourself. So, Mrs. Swati, I request the organizers to mute. Okay, good. So I was talking about IRDP. So the objective of IRDP was to provide suitable income generating assets through a mix of subsidy and credit to BPL families with a view to bring them above the poverty line. So it was a kind of poverty eradication program. Okay. And as I earlier told you, there were several programs running, and all these programs were merged into the IRDP, Integrated Rural Development Program. First one was Employment Guarantee Scheme, then Food for Work Program, FWP, it is called SFDA, a Small Farmers Development Agency was there, MFAL, Marginal Farmers and Agriculture Laborers Development Agency was there, then DPAP, that is Drought Prone Area Program, DDP, Desert Development Program. These all were started from 1965 to 75. So all these programs were merged into IRDP, Integrated Rural Development Program. CAD was also involved in that, Command Area Development. It was focused program. All these three, in fact, seven programs were merged in IRDP. You must remember. And then in 1995, Technology Assessment and Refinement Program was launched by ICAR. Again, this was a frontline extension program. TAR. It was introduced to introduce technological intervention with emphasis on stability and sustainability along with productivity of a small farm production system. Do you know what is sustainability? Anyone can talk about it, sustainability?
Sustainability means no disturb nature and no disturb soil. If you all production and
you are just holding the major things. Sustain, हमें sustain करना होता है ना किसी चीज को, इसका मतलब कि लंबे समय तक चलना चाहिए, ठीक है? Suppose agriculture is there, so if we continuously exploit all the potential of the land, it will be very difficult for land to sustain. आप अगर किसी खेत में लगातार खेती करते जा रहे हैं और खाद देते जा रहे हैं, लेकिन उसकी अपनी अंदर की शक्ति खत्म होती जाती है, इसलिए उसको हम सस्टेनेबल अगर करना है तो हमें रेगुलरली बीच में उसको फैलो भी रखना पड़ता है, या बीच में उसको हमें ऑर्गेनिक खाद डालना पड़ता है. कई बार हम क्रॉप को कट करके उसी में मिक्स कर देते हैं ताकि वो मेंटेन रहे उसका. तो सस्टेनेबिलिटी मतलब ये होता है कि जो लंबे समय तक चले, कंटिन्यूअस हमें यील्ड देते रहे, तो उसको हम बोलते हैं. तो ये जो प्रोग्राम था टेक्नोलॉजी असेसमेंट एंड रिफाइनमेंट, उसमें ये भी एक मेजर टैक्स था, ध्यान रखना है. Then introduce and integrate the appropriate technology to sustain technological interventions and their integration to maintain productivity and profitability, taking environmental issues into consideration in a comparatively well-defined farm production system. This was the main theme. Another objective was to introduce and integrate the appropriate technology to increase the agricultural productivity with marketable surplus in commercial on and off farm production system. Then facilitate adoption of appropriate post-harvest technology also for conservation and on-farm value addition. And then facilitate adoption of appropriate technology for removal of drudgery, increase the efficiency and higher income of farm women. Then finally, monitor socio-economic impact of technology intervention for different farm production system. So the word itself says technology assessment and refinement. We assess the technology. Suppose technology are generated at institutes, ICR institutes, technology are generated. But it is not necessarily that the same technology will be very good at farmers level also. So when we introduce the technology at farmers level, first we assess them. It is called assessment, whether it is okay or not for that particular area, and then if required, refinement is being conducted. So we can suppose the dose of fertilizer. We have developed technology that okay, for wheat or for rice 100, 120, 80 kg NPK is required. So we develop at our institute. Then when we go to farmers field, we see what is happening. There is already nitrogen surplus there in the soil. We have to change it. So we change the dose. It is called refinement. So technology assessment and then refinement. After assessment, we know whether refinement is required or not. Sometimes it is already okay for that area, then no refinement is required. So this is about it. And one more, you can say National Horticulture Mission scheme of Government of India, which was launched in the 10th 5-year plan in 2005-6. National Horticulture Mission. Now the scheme has been subsumed as a part of Mission for Integrated Development of Horticulture, MIDH. This particular scheme is running under an MIDH now. I was talking about NATP. Just before that, NATP, NALP. So NATP was also a very important program which was conceived as World Bank funded project. In November 1998, I have completed my PhD thesis on this ATMA, which is a part of NATP. So under this project, innovations in technology dissemination component was there. What is innovation? Which is something new. Can anybody tell me the definition of difference between innovation and invention?
Sir, innovation is something new, but not new. You are based on old.
What is invention?
Invention means sir first time.
फर्स्ट टाइम ओके
कोई चीज डिस्कवर
हाँ कोई प्रोडक्ट है देखिए इन्वेंशन में स्पेशली प्रोडक्ट होता है ठीक है ना और वो न्यू प्रोडक्ट है स्पेशली न्यू प्रोडक्ट फॉर एवरीवन इट इज न्यू फॉर एवरीवन बट इनोवेशन कैन बी innovation in terms of idea, innovation in terms of service, innovation in terms of other things also, and innovation are somewhere some people when it perceive new, it is called innovation. आपको कोई वैरायटी सपोज यूएसए में ऑलरेडी बहुत पॉपुलर है लेकिन अगर वो इंडिया आती है तो वो इनोवेशन बन जाती है जब वो वहां पे शुरू हुआ था जब वो वैरायटी तो इन्वेंशन था लेकिन इंडिया में उसको इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया तो ऑलरेडी वो इन्वेंशन हो रखा है लेकिन जब यहाँ के लोगों को पता चला उसके बारे में सो व्हेन इट इज परसीव्ड न्यू बाय द ग्रुप इट इज कॉल्ड इनोवेशंस सो क्या नई चीजें टेक्नोलॉजी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में आ सकती है इट वाज स्टार्टेड अंडर दिस प्रोजेक्ट NATP project which aims at developing a transfer of technology system which is demand driven well integrated with research and financially sustainable and accountable to stakeholders of agricultural development तो ये एक TOT system develop करने की बात है इसमें ITT component aimed at addressing key constraints in technology innovation validation and dissemination by introducing new institutional models and reforms in selected states. So I earlier told you that institutional innovation, it was an institutional innovation. हम किस तरह से हम नए नए इंस्टीट्यूट जनरेट करें जिससे कि हमारा टेक्नोलॉजी ट्रांसफर सही तरीके से हो सके कंट्री में इसके लिए ये एनएटीपी प्रोजेक्ट में आईटीडी के कंपोनेंट के तहत काम किया गया था. And earlier, everything is started at trial basis. When it is successful, it goes for full-fledged implementation. So in case of NATP also, first it was started in only few states. Only 7 states were there: Bihar, Andhra Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh, Jharkhand, Maharashtra, Odisha, and Punjab. So these 7 states were covered during 1998, and this was started as a pilot project. Okay, tested in 4 districts of each state. That is, total 28 districts were covered in 7 states. I am talking about Atma. So this was institutional innovation was Atma. What was the objectives of NATP? Location specific technology development, diversification and intensification of farming system, use of sustainability, enhancing technology, then enable research and extension system to become demand driven and responsible for solving problems of farmers. This word demand driven, you must know the meaning of it. Okay. Suppose we generate some technology and we go to farmers field. Farmers may say, oh, it is not required. Why you have developed this technology? We don't need it. So until and unless farmers demand some technology, it will not be successful. Okay. So it is demand driven. This farmers themselves say, sir, this is a big problem in our area. You must develop technology for this. Suppose any disease or any pest. So when it is pandemic kind of thing in that area, so farmers say, sir, this is a big problem, and then researchers start researching on it, and then they give solution to that. Sushant, please mute yourself. So again, strengthening of research extension farmers linkage. Linkage was also important part of NATP, and this linkage of research system, extension system, and farmer system was important. Increase the financial sustainability of the system. That is, the system should be self-financed kind of thing. And lastly, shared ownership of agriculture technology system by key stakeholders, that is farmers, especially poor, women, and disadvantaged farmers, public sector research system, and extension agencies like Indian Council of Agriculture Research and state agriculture universities, Department of Agriculture and Cooperation. So as I was talking about institutional innovation under NATP, establishment of decentralized district level autonomous institution named ATMA, Agriculture Technology Management Agency, and then establishing Farm Information and Advisory Center at block level, and establishing a state level Agriculture Extension Management Training Institute, which is called SAMETI, State Agriculture Extension Management and Training Institute. Evolution of a state level coordination and policy making body named IDWG. So these were the this is the kind of organization or institutional innovation which were created in Atma. We will see the structure and then we will come to know. So Atma is a society of peace. Again, it is a registered society. Okay, Atma is a registered society of key stakeholders involved in agricultural activities for sustainable agricultural development in the district. So you must remember, Atma is a district level organization. Don't go beyond district. And it is a registered society responsible for technology distribution at the district level. As a society, it receives and expand project fund, enter into contracts and agreements, and maintain revolving accounts that can be used to collect fees and thereby recovering operating costs. So again, financing, self-financing institutional kind of thing is there. Linkage with all the line departments, research organizations, NGOs, and agencies associated with agriculture development in the district. So Atma has a linkage with all these things. What is line department here? Anyone know line department?
Yes, sir.
What is line department here?
Allied department, sir.
Like example, for example.
Animal husbandry.
Yes. Department of Agriculture, Department of Animal Husbandry, Department of Fishery, Department of Dairy. So these are the line departments. Actually, these are the state department. SDA, we call State Department of Agriculture, State Department of Horticulture is there. Okay. So Atma has a linkage with all these line departments at district level, because in every district there is a district agriculture officer, there is a district horticulture officer, there is a district forest fishery officer. So they have a linkage with all these departments and linkage with research organization in that district. So if some ICR shoots are located there, some SAUs are located there, some KVKs are located there. So it has a linkage with that. Linkage with NGO. If some good NGO are working there, some good work is going on under some NGO sector. So they have the linkage with them also, and other agencies which are involved in agriculture development. Each research extension unit retain its institutional identity and affiliation, but programs and procedures concerning district-wide RE activities are determined by Atma Governing Board and implemented by Management Committee. So in this Atma, there is two big things. One is governing board headed by the base district collector. So whosoever is the DM of the district, he is the chairman of Atma governing board, and then there is a management committee also. So these two, whatever the organizations are there, I earlier told you the line department or research organization or NGO, all are members in one or other committee, and they regularly meet, and then they decide how the agriculture development will be taken in the district. Okay. Under Atma, every district has to prepare the strategic research and extension plan (SREP) for implementing Atma in respective districts, and this SREP is prepared through participatory methodology such as participatory appraisal techniques involving all the stakeholders. You must be knowing about PRA. You must have read somewhere PRA, RRA.
Yes, sir.
So these are the participatory appraisal techniques. It is used, and strategic research extension plan is prepared. And these strategic research extension plan are expected to revisit every 3-4 years. Okay. So that some changes, if some changes are required, it can be, incorporated in that. So SREP is actually a plan. It is a document. If you search the management website or some internet also, SREP of this district, SREP of that district. So you can find the document. In SREP, it is given that how the district will go in terms of agriculture development. It contains detailed analysis, all the information on existing farming system in the district and research extension gaps which is required to be filled up. Then it prioritizes SREP. It prioritizes the research extension strategies within the district and become the basis for development work plan at block or district level. Atma is a more comprehensive farmer-centric bottom-up approach. As I told you earlier, that there was a program called Training and Visit System, TNV system. You must have read. So it was a example of this top-down approach. Okay, top-down approach means all the decisions are taken by the top-level organizations, and then it flows to the farmers. It was also called trickle-down approach. It was a theory that whatever we do, it will trickle down to the larger farmers, farm base. But Atma is a bottom-up approach, where farmers are also members in the decision-making thing, and they press for their need, whatever is required in the district. This is the organizational structure of Atma, and you must remember at which level who are operational. Okay. First thing you can see, we will go from the below. We will start from the below, not from the top, because ours is bottom up approach. You can go from bottom to top. At the bottom level, CIG. What is CIG? Anybody can tell me? Common interest group. Okay. Suppose coffee growers are there. So all the coffee growers can be CIG. CIG can be formed. Then FIG is there, farmers interest group. FSCs are there, farmers, and normally whole farmers are there at the bottom. I told you earlier that there are group approach also, and there is individual approach also. So they are at the bottom, and then there is farmer friend. Farmer friend, which is supported by agripreneurs and farm schools. So farmer friend is who is at विलेज लेवल और पंचायत लेवल, उसको क्या बोला जाता है, किसान मित्र होता है, उसको बोला जाता है. इट इज ए काइंड ऑफ पारा एक्सटेंशन वर्कर यू कैन से. और इनको जो है गांव के ही किसी प्रोग्रेसिव जो लोग होते हैं उन्हीं में से चुना जाता है, तो फार्मर्स एंड इजी कनेक्टिविटी के लिए होता है. देन वी गो अप. At block level, what happens? This is at panchayat level. Okay, farm schools are organized. Farmer friend organizes farm schools, helps agri entrepreneurs to establish some kind of business. At block level, there are two bodies. Block farmer advisory committee is there, and then block technology team. Technology team is exclusively related to different kind of technology. Suppose you must be knowing, it can be asked in examination that who is BTM, who is ATM. There are in several states this kind of terminology is being used. So BTM is block technology manager, ATM is assistant technology manager. In a particular block, one block technology manager will be there, BTM, and two ATM will be there, and they will operate in Atma. Okay, funds, that is salary to them, is given under Atma. And block farmers advisory committee. Advisory committee, they are the big people who give advices. So at block level, who are the block advisory committee team members? It can be block agriculture officer, it can be block horticulture officer, related, some land related officers are there. So they will be the member of block advisory committee. And then at district level, when we go up, there is Atma, Agriculture Technology Management Agency, and this Agriculture Technology Management Agency is mainly composed of GB, that is Governing Board, and MC, that is Management Committee. So these two boards are there, these committees are there. And then at district level, District Farmers Advisory Committee and District Training Centers, KVK and JRS. So they give assistant to Atma. Suppose in a district, Krishi Vigyan Kendra is there, so they are the PC, or you can say the head of the Krishi Vigyan Kendra is a member of Atma board, and they regularly visit Atma and see how this is done. At a state level, there is a state nodal cell, which consists of Sameti, as I earlier told you, State Agriculture Management Extension Training Institute, and SAU ICAR institutes. Then State Farmers Advisory Committee is there. Finally, a state level sanctioning committee. Sanctioning, whenever the word is sanctioning is there, you must know that funding is being routed through this committee. State level sanctioning committee, interdepartmental working group committee, IDWG it is also called. And then what is this NEGP? NEGP states. Where Prasar Bharati, it is at country level, you can say. Country level, what is there? Prasar Bharati, mass media is there. National e-governance plan. NEGP is National e-governance plan. Service provider, BSNL consultant, manage EEI, SAU, ICAR, HRD, ACABC, DAC, exhibitions, etc. So this is the whole thing. You can say work plan goes from bottom to top. Here, work plan goes to bottom to top, and fund flows from top to bottom. This is the whole structure of Atma. Okay.
Sir, DAC and R DOE.
Department of Agriculture Corporation.
Department of Agriculture.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
You are asking about DOE now.
Yes, sir. Department of Agriculture Communication.
DAC. See, I will tell you. The Ministry of Agriculture. It has been, trifurcated now into three departments: Department of Agriculture Corporation, then Department of Agriculture Research and Education. It is simply written education, and then Department of Animal Husbandry and Fishery. Okay, so this is BSc and BOE is related to Ministry of Agriculture part. Okay, we will go further. You must know that currently in all the districts of the country, Atma is operational. Okay, from 2007 onward, Atma was implemented to whole India. So National Agriculture Innovation Project, it was NATP, and then came NAIP. NAIP was initiated in 2007 by Indian Council of Agriculture Research, and National Agriculture Innovation Project NAIP accords high priority to generation and transfer of agriculture technologies and suggests innovations in the technology system. The name itself says innovation project, new things. New things must come into this kind of projects. There were four components of NAIP. The ICAR as the catalyzing agent for the management of change in Indian NARS, National Agriculture Research System. Then research on production to consumption system. Research on sustainable rural livelihood security, SRLS. And then a basic and a strategic research in frontier areas of agricultural sciences. These were the four components of NAIP. You must remember. Even short form also you should remember: SRLS, PCS, BSR, and ICR, NARS. Okay. Prevailing system. Prevailing system. I have talked about Atma, but other than Atma, also there are several organizations which are involved in agriculture extension in our country. Frontline extension system. The frontline extension system consists of DARE, ICAR, CAU, DU, SAU, KVK. DARE is Department of Agriculture Research and Education. All the universities of the country, okay, not all the university, all the agriculture universities of the country comes under the DARE. Your NPKV is also, you can say, is partially funded by the Department of Agriculture Research and Education. Then ICAR is there. This DARE is also doing extension system. How it is being done at university level? At university level, there is Directorate of Extension, who are responsible for doing extension in the from the university side. Then there is ICAR. ICAR institutes. There are more than 100 ICAR institutes in our country, which includes Western institutes like IARI, NDRI, CFA, and IVRI. Then there are some Institute of National Importance, Institute of this, that, Institute of Pulse Research, Institute of Vegetable Research, Central Garden Research is there, Rice Research is there. So all these institutes are involved in frontline extension program. Then comes CAU. CAU is Central Agriculture University, which is located in Imphal, and there is one more Central Agriculture University which is located in Pusa, Samastipur now. Earlier, that institute has become now Rajendra RPCAU, Rajendra Prasad Central Agriculture University, Pusa, Samastipur, and there is one more central university which is in Rani Lakshmi Bai, Jhansi, RLBAI. So Rani Lakshmi Bai, Agriculture University, Jhansi, RBLAU. These are the three central universities in the country which is related to agriculture. And then there is DU, deemed universities. I told you 4 deemed universities are there. Then SAUs are there, and then Krishi Vigyan Kendras are there. So this is the frontline extension system of the country, and in all this, some researchers are involved. Therefore, it is called frontline extension system. Mainstream extension system. Mainstream extension system consists of BSc and FW, that is Department of Agriculture, Cooperation and Farmers Welfare. And then there is State Development Department, SDD, State Development Department. I told you that is there in the State Development Department, Agriculture is there, Horticulture Department is there, Fishery, Forestry, Animal Husbandry Department is there. So these are the SDDs. Then Samitis are there. As I told you, State Agriculture Management Extension and Training Institutes. These Samitis are named in different states differently. Suppose in Bihar it is called BAMETI, Bihar Agriculture Management Extension and Training Institute. In Maharashtra, it may be something else. In other states, something else. And then Atma is there in mainstream extension system. Then there is commodity board also, which is providing extension services in the country. There is tea board of India, there is coffee board of India, there is rubber board of India. The thing is that mostly commercialized kind of thing is there in commodity boards. Then there is agripreneurs are there. There is 2 ACABC and DESI program. Agriculture. ACABC is what? Agri Clinic and Agri Business Center.
Business Center.
Yes, ACABC is from managed side, and DESI is also from managed side. Diploma in Agriculture Extension for input dealers. It is there. Then private system of extension. What is private here? Agri business, retail chains, etc. There are several companies which are in agriculture system. You know, IFCO is there. In fact, it is cooperative sector. But there is Syngenta is there, and then Bayer is there, Myco is there. There are several fertilizer companies are also there. Dayal fertilizers are there. So these companies also provide extension to farmers, but their extension system is majorly focused on the profit building for themselves. They are not related to farmers' welfare. Then comes NGO-led system. There are some major NGOs. Oxfam is there, BIFE is there, then CSA, Mirada. So these are NGOs are, in fact, not BIFE. I think is whole pan India NGO, but there are many NGOs which are working sporadically in some part of the country they are working. Then media-led extension system. This mass media, in fact, you can say television, radio, then print media and information communication technologies, and then farmer-led extension system. Here, innovative farmers are there in the system. Farmer field school is there, farm school are there, CIG, common interest group, FPOs are there. So if this slide encapsulate all the extension system of the country, you can say everyone is included here. We go further. As I told you, frontline KVKs are there. Then Institute Village Linkage Program is there. ETIC is there. Scientist Farmer Interface Model is there. Krishi Melas is again there. And the Regional Agriculture Fair in the name of Regional Agriculture Fair, which are organized across the country. Media supported initiatives are there. DD Kisan, M Kisan, Farmers Portal. This question can be asked. DD Kisan, when it started for agriculture sector, Doordarshan, then started in 2005, and then M Kisan 2013 was started. Farmers Portal is there, Kisan Call Center is there, FM Krishi Radio is there, Farm Journalism, Cyber Models, KVK Knowledge Network. So you should visit ICAR website. You should visit Agriculture BSc Department of Agriculture Operational website, and you should visit Manage website. These are the 3 websites where you can find all the new things which is happening in extension system in the country. See, formal extension system in India. Here, I told you earlier, there is Department of Agriculture Research and Education. It is called DARE. Then there is Department of Agriculture, Cooperation and Farmers Welfare. It is DAC and FW. And then there is Department of Animal Husbandry, Dairy and Fishery, DAHD and F. So earlier our ministry's name was Ministry of Agriculture. Now the name has been changed to Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Earlier it was DAC, but now it is DAC and FW. So under DARE, ICAR institutes are coming. DARE means Agriculture Research and Education. ICAR is coming. Ataris are coming. KVKs are coming. Then Agriculture Education, that is universities are coming, and then international cooperation. Under DAC and FW, different programs. There are 27 divisions. Then manage is there. Education, extension education institutes at 4 places are there. Then National Institute of Agriculture Marketing also comes under the DAC. The question can be directly asked to you that whether manage Hyderabad is a part of DARE or DAC and FW. So you must be clear. Okay. Then Extension Education Institute, it is in Nilokeri. There are it is in Assam also, Jorhat, I think, and there are 2 other places also. In Maharashtra also one place. So you should know that these are the part of DAC FW, that is Department of Agriculture, Cooperation and Farmers Welfare. They are not the part of DARE or ICAR. They are separate. And this Jaipur Institute, no, National Institute of Agriculture Marketing, this is also very important. You must remember the name that and NIAM is located at Jaipur. Then where the EIs are located, where management is located, when it was established. These kind of questions will be asked. Under Department of Animal Husbandry, Dairy and Fisheries, there is Animal Husbandry, Fishery, Dairy, and 2 boards are there. You can see here NDDB, National Dairy Development Board is there, and NFDB, National Fisheries Development Board is there. So these 2 are part of DAFD and F. Okay. Okay. Wait a second. Let me do this. This is the institutional structure. Whatever I earlier told you, you can see it is clear here. At national level, DARE is there, ICR is there, Animal Husbandry Fishery is there, Department of Agriculture, Cooperation and Farmers Welfare is there. Manage is also at national level. NIAM is also at national level. NDDB, NFDB, Extension Division of Agriculture Extension Division, and ICR institutes all are at national level. This extension system provided at zonal level. The country is divided into different zones. Atari is there. What do you mean by Atari? Agriculture Technology Application.
Agriculture Technology Application Research Institute.
Yes. How many are there in the country?
12.
There are 11. Okay. So you can say the ICR has divided the country into 11 zones.
Yes.
And in these zones, they have established Agriculture Technology Application Research Institutes. Earlier, these institutes were named like some other name was there given to them. They have been given to Atari.
Sir, NARM is also national. Sir.
NARM is a part of ICAR. Okay.
Yes.
NARM is a National Academy of Agriculture Research Management. It is a part of ICAR. Comes under there. It is one of the ICAR institutes among 100. Then at zonal level, regional committees are there. There are 4 EIs I earlier told you. At a state level, state agriculture universities are there and sanities are there. District level, KVK, ATMA, and Zonal Agriculture Research Institution, and this RARS are there. At block level, this technology team, block technology team is there. and handle this. So this is the structure, and it is supported by private, media, and NGO extension system. As far as ICAR is concerned, you must remember this: agriculture research with a human touch. This is the motto of the council. Agriculture search, agri search with a human touch. And it speaks volumes of the importance that the council attaches to transfer of technology to its main client. There are 102 institutes and centers working under ICAR. Out of these 102 institutes, 4 are deemed universities. You must know at least this New Delhi, IRI, IVRI, Ijjatnagar, CFA Mumbai is there, and NDRI Karnal is there. Then there are 65 research institutes are there, and then national research centers are there. Latest MGIFRI, Motihari, Bihar. That is Mahatma Gandhi Integrated Farming System Research Institutes is there. It is in Motihari. But there are 14 NRCs are there, and then national bureaus. National bureaus, that is NBPGR, New Delhi, National Bureau of this is National Bureau of Plant Genetic Resources, National Bureau of Animal Genetic Resources, Karnal, Fisheries Genetic Resources, Lucknow, National Bureau of Agriculturally Important Microorganism, NBAIM, it is in Mau, National Bureau of this is regarding agricultural insects resources, it is in Bangalore, and NBSSLUP, that is National Bureau of Soil Science and Land Use Planning, it is in Nagpur. So these are the 6 bureaus. You also must remember the 6 bureau and their location. Finally, there are directorates or project directorates. There is project on poultry, project directorate on meat, project on maize. There are several project directorates, and directorate of mushroom research, directorate of onion and garlic, which is in Maharashtra itself. There are 13 in number. Altogether, it comes 102 institutes are there. So ICAR is a very large, umbrella of institutes. As far as universities are concerned, universities are, you can say, okay, I have already told you about this. I have also told about Central Education Institute. There are 3 in number, located in Bhopal, Jhansi, and Samastipur. So total 70. Total 70 state education institutes are there. 63 state universities and 3 CAU and 4 deemed universities. I think we have covered in one or other way this, so no need to again delve on this topic. Regarding line departments, I was talking. See here, state line departments are horticulture, agriculture, dairy, fishery, and sericulture. We go further. Yes, Atari, Agriculture Technology Application Research Institutes. Earlier it was known as ZPDs, Zonal Project Directorates. Now it has been renamed as ATARIs. And the mandate of ATARIs are coordination and monitoring of technology application and frontline extension innovation programs, and then strengthening agriculture extension research and knowledge management. You must know that all the KVKs are now under the administrative control of, not administrative control, but you can say it comes under ATARI monitoring. It is monitored by ATARI. There are 11 zones. Zone 1, the ATARI is in Ludhiana. Zone 2, ATARI is in Jodhpur, Rajasthan. Again in Kanpur. In Zone 3, this is highlighted because largest number of KVK is under the control of Zone 3, Kanpur. So you must remember this 86 is the number. Then one of the ATARI is in Patna also, in just our institute, nearby our institute. And there are 68 KVKs under the control of this. Then Kolkata, West Bengal is under Zone 5. Then Guwahati, Assam. Then Barapani, Meghalaya. Pune, Maharashtra. Jabalpur in Madhya Pradesh. Then Hyderabad in Telangana, and Bengaluru. These are the ATARIs located in different parts of the country, and you must remember the locations especially. And later on, Krishi Vigyan Kendra, Krishi Vigyan Kendra are important, very important part of frontline extension system for support to the extension system of our country. And you must know that the first Krishi Vigyan Kendra was established in 1974 at Pondicherry under the Tamil Nadu Agricultural University. Then you should know what is OFT, on-farm testing. It is called. It is its mandate is to conduct OFT to assess the location specificity of agriculture technology under the various farming system. Then it organizes FLD. I told you earlier that it was included in this ND, National Demonstration, where included in KVKs. So KVK organizes FLDs to establish production potential of technologies on the farmer's field. Then the capacity development of farmers and extension personnel to update their knowledge and skill on modern agriculture technology is one of the major functions, because it organizes a lot of training programs for youths and farmers, and to work as a knowledge and resource center of agriculture technologies for supporting initiatives of public, private, and voluntary sector for improving the agriculture economies of the district. And then finally, to provide farm advisory using ICT. Everywhere ICT is there, information. You should know that it is information communication technologies. Use of internet, use of radio, use of use of this export system, or use of mobile advisory. So new technologies are there which are used, that is called ICT. Okay. Now, all together, currently we have 721 Krishi Vigyan Kendra in our country. And out of this, majority of Krishi Vigyan Kendra is under the control of state agriculture universities. Okay. And some more, you can say NGOs, they are also having large number of KVK under their control. 104 KVKs are under NGOs control, and 66 KVKs are under ICR Institutes control. In our institutes, ICR Research Complex for Eastern Region, Patna, we also have 2 KVKs under our control. One of them is in Krishi Vigyan Kendra, Buxar district. Another is Krishi Vigyan Kendra, Ramgarh in Jharkhand. One in Bihar and one in Jharkhand.
Sir, but nowadays 725 kVK.
Maybe it has increased because every day 1 or 2. Let me tell you, earlier it was a concept that each district will have only 1 KVK. Okay.
Yes,
But now what happened that the government realized there are some districts which are very large, and 1 KVK cannot cover whole district, farmers of whole district. Therefore they have given okay, for some districts they will there can be 2 KVKs. Because recently I have visited in East Champaran, there are 2 KVKs. 1 KVK is main KVK, which is very old, and the new KVK has just started their function, and it is the other part of the district in Personi it is there. So even in I think in Nalanda also they have started 2 KVKs in there. Yes, there is in Muzaffarpur in Bihar also there are 2 KVKs. Like that, maybe some new KVKs will be coming up every day. It's good. We have increased my knowledge that it is not 721 but it is 725. All right. And this is the operational sphere of Krishi Vigyan Kendra, as I told you earlier. Technology generation is done by research system, but this big circle, it covers the sphere of KVK. Testing is done in KVK, adaptation is checked, capacity development is done for farmers, and technology is integrated to farmers' field. It is all the part of technology assessment and refinement. Okay. And finally, technology dissemination and adoption is done by extension system, that is mostly by state agricultural universities. So we go further. The recent extension programs of ICAR. There are some new initiatives which have been taken by ICAR Institute, not ICAR Institute, Extension Division of ICAR, you can say. Because Indian Council of Agriculture Research has several divisions. There is crop division, there is horticulture division, there is natural resource management division, engineering division is there. Like that, there is one extension division in Indian Council of Agriculture Research, and they have started many programs very recently. And one of them is, ARIA, attracting and retaining youth in agriculture. Then there is Mera Gaon, Mera Gaurav program is there. Then there is Farmers First program. Then KVK web portal is there. They have started this. There is M Kisan portal, which was started way back in 2013. Then linking KVK with CSC, Common Service Center, and establishment of District Agriculture Meteorological Units, DAMU under KVK, and there is Kisan Sarthi. So let's talk about ARIA. What is ARIA? It is attracting and retaining youth in agriculture. The major theme here was that several youth in agriculture, they were living agriculture, and they were not interested in agriculture. So to retain them in agriculture sector, they have started this program, and to take up various agriculture and allied and service sector enterprises for sustainable income and gainful employment. And another objective is to enable the farm youth to establish network group to take up resource and capital intensive activities like processing, value addition, and marketing, and to demonstrate the functional linkage with different institutions and stakeholders for convergence of opportunities available under various schemes or programs. These are the objectives of ARIA. It is operational in 25 KVKs in 25 states, and 200 to 300 agri-cleaners have been developed. Maybe that this is Farmer First program of ICAR, FFP it is called, and it is currently operational in many institutes of the country. Even I was part of the Farmer First somewhere. The Farmer First here, FIRST first means Farm Innovations Resources Science and Technology program. So all these things are included in this. There are 4 components of Farmers First. First is Farmer Scientist Interface. Second is Technology Assemblies, Application and Feedback. Third is Partnership and Institutional Building. And last is Content Mobilization. This Farmer First program was started in October 2016, and a total of 52 projects have been sanctioned under this 2016-17 with an outlay of rupees 1653 lakhs and 45,000 farmers. Mera Gaon, as I earlier told you, even I have been associated with this MGMG program, My Village, My Tribe. This program was started in year 2015. And here a group of 4 to 5 agriculture scientists, which should be multidisciplinary in nature. Suppose in one group I am agriculture extensionist, some crop research scientists should be there, some horticulture scientists should be there, and then animal husbandry should also be there. So these kind of multidisciplinary groups are there, and there is involvement of about 20,000 agricultural scientists, 5,000 from ICI, 15,000 from SAU. So even in SAUs it is there, and knowledge, skill, and information facilitation to farmers is being done here. Disseminate timely advisory and alerts. Provide information on input, service providers, etc. Develop convergence with different departments and organizations for the development of villages. And under MGMG, 5,149 scientists covered villages, 5,615 villages, and benefited this much farmers in 2019-20. But you should know the main theme is that what we do. Suppose in our institute, for example, we have 60 scientists. So we have conducted 15. We have constituted 15 groups. In each group there are 4 scientists. Each group will adopt one village, which should be the nearby of the institute under the 50-kilometer radius. So that 50-kilometer area we go, we adopt a village, and in this adoption of village is done for suppose 2-3 years, and then we can change the village also. these then we go there, and first we have to see the profile of the village, how the systems are working there, how the agricultural system is there, what are its main lacuna, main bottlenecks in the agriculture development, and then we focus on those things. We also introduce new varieties and new technology in the village through progressive farmers under the NGNG program. Then this is linking Krishi Vigyan Kendra with Common Service Center. I say this program was initiated in 2019 with Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Government of India, to link the KVK with Common Service Centers. And now 3.5 lakh Common Service Centers have been linked with the KVKs for providing technological solution to the farmers using CSC with agriculture related technological problems. So linking of KVK with CSC is there, and then establishment of DAMO under KVK, that is for agromet advisory in local language. District agromet units have been established in the premises of 199 KVKs till now, and it will be increased also. Then they have developed a KVK portal, started in 8 July 2016. And then finally, there is one M-Kisan portal for providing timely and need-based information on weather, market, with farm operations, outbreak of pest and diseases, incidents, and their control measures to farming community. So way back in 2012-13, I was also the part of M-Kisan as an expert in the institute, and here whatever the queries are coming from farmers, we provide need-based advisory to them. Okay. Exchange programs of Department of Agriculture and Cooperation, as I told you, that mass media support to agriculture extension was started in 2004, and from 2005 onward, different programs like on Doordarshan, Krishi Darshan program is there, Hello Kisan is there, Chopal Charcha is there. So in DD regional language program is there. For suppose for Odisha, Oriya, in Oriya language they will start the program. And then AIR FM broadcast, that is Kisan Wani, Kisan Ki Baat. Programs in local dialects are there. Print media and multimedia publicity and awareness campaign, promoting and support activities. This is under DAC and FW. As far as ACADC is concerned, Education and Agriculture Center is concerned, we can see here that this was implemented by the Ministry of Agriculture and NABARD with Manage Hyderabad as nodal agency. So Manage is nodal agency. This was started in 2002. You must remember the date again, 2002, and it is still operational. And it's for providing job opportunities to agriculture graduates. Under the ACADC scheme, a 45 days free of cost specialized training is provided by selected institutes across the country to agriculture graduates interested in setting up a business venture. Okay. Subsidized loans and credit facilities are also given to them. Here you can see the structure of the ACADC. Manages the nodal agency for implementation. It is supported by Department of Agriculture and Cooperation. And regarding subsidy, NABARD is the main agency, National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, NABARD. And through other banks, it provided credit and subsidy to the prospective agripreneurs. How this prospective agripreneurs comes? Actually, Manage, they have identified some nodal training institutes. 100 nodal training institutes are there in the country, and they select the candidate. Candidate first has to apply on Manage website if they want to undergo the training for this kind of starting a business. Suppose it is for honeybee, or if it is for mushroom cultivation, or sericulture, or whatever enterprises they want to start. So they apply for the training to Manage website, and then Manage provide them to nodal training institutes. And after undergoing training for 45 days, they prepare a DPR, detailed project report, and then they prepare a project plan, business plan, and submit it to banks. So bank, if the bank accept this plan, then bank finances their business, and then agripreneurs or agricultural gadgets who are there, they can start their business. They serve the farmers. So this is the ACABC scheme in short, you can say. This is regarding KCC, that is Kisan Call Center. I told you the KCC is a part of again DAC and FW. The project aims to answer farmers' queries on a telephone call in their own dialect, in the local language, if farmers have some problem. Then presently these call centers are working in 21 different locations covering all states and UTs. A countrywide common eligible toll-free number, that is 1800 180 1551 has been allotted. So this will be asked in the examination if it is asked. 1800 180 and 1551 has been allotted for KCC and available from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. on all 7 days of the week. Farmers can, ask questions. And Kisan call center agents are known as farm tele advisors (FTAs), who are graduates or above in agriculture or wide areas. The queries which cannot be answered by FTAs, they are transferred to higher level experts like subject matter specialists of SAUs, State Agriculture Department, ICAR institutes. This is regarding KCC. I think this is in a nutshell about the presentation. Okay. So if any participant has some queries and questions, they can ask. One thing you must remember.
Sir,
Ask.
in Kisan call center, sir, 3 level.
Yes, there are 3 levels. There are 3 levels.
Sir, first level call attend graduates. And second one, sir, subject matter, and third one, sir.
And one are expert of that particular field. Okay. If queries cannot be answered even by second level experts, then it goes to the very much those agriculture scientists which are expert in that particular field. Suppose entomology related queries are there. So a normal agriculture graduate cannot answer a specific query. So they transfer it to second level, KVK, SNSS are there. Even they, if they will not be able to answer, then it's sent to ICR research institutes. Okay.
Yes, sir. Sir,
Yes.
in ethics, sir, single window system, sir. Sir, can you explain single window system?
See,
only
let me tell you one thing. Earlier, farmers used to come to the universities and research institutes. Okay, if they have some queries, they will go to Department of Pathology, they will go to Department of Entomology, they will go to Department of Crop Research, or they will go to Department of Economics for marketing related queries. It is very difficult if they have to purchase some product also. Different type of departments they have to visit, so it was very difficult for them. Okay, and that's why this Agriculture Technology Information Center was established. That okay, only one center will be there exclusively for farmers, and farmers will come there at a single window. They will be given all the queries, all the answers related to their queries, and all the products. Suppose if they have to purchase anything, suppose they have to purchase seed, suppose they have to purchase some fertilizers or some kind of biofertilizer, they can purchase at the same place. Suppose they have to purchase literatures, especially in agricultural studies and research institutes. What is the main thing? We provide them folders, we provide them bulletins, folders, so that they can know the knowledge is given to them. So even that is available at the single window. That is at the same, only one place will be there, that is Agriculture Technology Information Center. And at the center, print and electronic publications will be there. There will be products, there will be seed, there will be people who will be involved in answering the queries of the farmers. So it is kind of, at one window you are giving all the required things to the farmers. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Sir, National Extension Service and National Extension Service Program, sir.
Hmm.
Sir, I think 2, 2 October 1953 National Extension Service block.
Hmm.
Then sir, मतलब NES block and NEST is same, sir, or different?
Actually, you should refer to this textbook. Okay. I don't remember now, but you can refer to the textbook of GL Ray or ADV ready. So whatever is given there, you should, because for this reference we will take as a textbook. Or you can also see the textbook of ICAR. ICAR has handbook now. You
Yes,
can
sir.
see in handbook also.
Handbook of
Exactly.
agriculture extension.
Handbook of agriculture. Is it available in your library?